All right, what's going on, guys? Back in the garage with the Navi. Today we're going to be doing a quick weigh-in on the bike, see how much weight we've lost with the mods that we've done thus far, and talk about why I'm keeping the parking brake on there, and finally go into what the next mod will be on the bike. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we got the bike on the scales, and before we check the weights, I wanted to tell you that it does have a full tank of gas and the toolkit in it, so it's just how I ride it, and that way it's accurate representation of the weight of the bike. And I have the bike on 3 scales, so we have one on the kickstand and then one under each wheel. 73.96 pounds, and then this one does ounces as well. So it's 105 pounds and 9.75 ounces for the rear, and 52 pounds and 7.5 ounces for the front. So I added it up, it's right at 232 pounds. So that's roughly 4 pounds under Honda's claimed 236 pounds. So with the junction box removal and the reflectors removed, as well as the airbox mod, I've lost right at 4 pounds. So I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, I was pretty shocked at how light the bike is. It's nothing for me and my dad to pick it up. So it'd be nice for 2 guys to come throw it in the back of their car and go for a ride somewhere, or throw it in the back of their RV. I know a lot of people will do that with this bike, but it's pretty cool. I was thinking about even going a little step further and removing the parking brake. And I know some of the viewers suggested swapping out this lever for a regular one to kind of do the same thing as the junction box delete. But I think I'm going to keep the parking brake, and I'm going to show you why now. So I wanted to show why I think I'm going to keep the parking brake on here. A hill like this, obviously in this situation you could do it sideways and it'd be fine. But since I'm kind of simulating an area where it would be, kind of tight, and you might not be able to have it in any desired parking spot you'd like. This parking brake is actually kind of nice, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Because an instance like this, I can bump the bike and it's not going to go anywhere. But if I have the emergency brake off, or if this was a steeper incline, a little bump, the bike might start to roll like that. So that's kind of the reason why I'm going to keep it, because if somebody bumped it or accidentally hit it, it doesn't have gears, so you can't just leave it in gear. So if you don't have that parking brake on, that's what would happen. Whereas this bike, it's got gears, so you can just leave it in gear and it's fine, it's not going to go anywhere. It'd be the same thing as leaving this bike in neutral. This bike can have a tendency to roll forward. Now this isn't a very steep incline, but if it was a steeper incline, it could do something like that. Whereas it's just I'm barely touching it too, and it would fall over. So that's the reason I'm not going to delete that. Otherwise, yeah, I'd go ahead and delete it because of the weight savings. And theoretically, at first, I didn't think I needed it, but on something like an incline like this, I don't want to be stuck in a situation, so I'm going to leave it. But otherwise, I think it is a great mod to have to do just the lever. I think it'll help a lot of people out, but just something to keep in mind if you do go that route, just that the bike does not have gears. So just be a little courteous when you're parking it. If you do decide to swap out the levers for a regular lever, because I do think that's a neat and creative way to combat the linked brake in the back. Something I wanted to share and kind of show. Somebody might not think of that or not realize that, so I just wanted to share that. But let's go ahead and get these bikes back inside and warm them up. All right, finally I want to talk about the next mod for the bike. As you might have saw in our previous video, I did remove the flame arrestor from the air filter. Though it did contribute to the weight loss, 1.75 ounces to be exact, it didn't do anything in terms of performance. But I am going to be installing a intake kit for it, so that'll be fun. I'll be doing that next week. And though I don't anticipate any big gains in terms of top speed or acceleration, I will be doing a before and after of the 0 to 40 time and the top speed. So that'll be fun to just do some experimenting and see what the 0 to 40 time is on the bike stock or semi-stock, and see if there's any important performance gains from it. But really just doing it because that's what we enjoy doing with the bikes and all the toys, is just modifying them and making them our own. And also just wanted to hear a little bit more intake sound out of the bike, see what it'll sound like. But appreciate you guys checking out the video. Tune in next week for the new intake, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.